What's up, Taurus, aka squad? I have to start off not by saying squad because I realize that that is not a term that's used all over the world. So people are like, what the fuck is a squad? A squad is you. A squad is us. A squad is this. A squad is Taurus. I love you guys. All right. So let me stop being weird. Let's get into this, guys. So June is among us. I hope you guys had an amazing birthday month. I hope you guys got lit. I hope you had good love and good friends and good parties. I know I did. But let's see what's going on in the cards of Taurus. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, past, present, and future. All right? So whatever comes up, okay? And know that this is general. So if you guys ever want a confirmation, always get a personal, okay? I don't want you throwing anyone's clothes out of a window because of a general reading. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, let me just make some space here, guys. Okay, so the energy we have here is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that's just simply not working for the Taurian here, but that's a good thing. All right, so there's something that you guys decide to stop working on or putting effort into, but it's actually going to move you forward in a very positive way. And you have the Death card here and the Empress card in the reverse. So just an aspect of your life, a person, a habit, a job, something that you drop, but it brings a lot into your life, okay? Going into the past, the first card we have here, guys, is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is awesome, and I feel like it's the energy that a lot of us should have in life. But this is just somebody who, they're very wise at this point, and they're being very still with things. They're not going to beg anyone for attention. They're not going to overexert themselves and look stupid. It's just going to be someone that is calm. You know, they just let things be. If something is meant to be in your life, you allow it. If something's meant to leave your life, you let it. Okay, so that very calm and wise energy where you guys are really just literally in suspension and, you know, thinking about how you want to move forward with things. And we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a decision here that it could be the decision that you make to omit from something, but I feel like you guys are going about things in a way to keep yourself balanced. Okay, you're choosing not to to force yourself with anything. And what's interesting here is we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this I love for Tauruses because, you know, you guys know how we can get if we're really pissed off, where we kind of, you know, start breaking things and throwing things. Not saying that literally, but an angry Taurus is not a good person to be around. But there's a situation here where you guys are fed up. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you've put a lot of effort into something or a person or a job, and you just didn't get, sorry, there's like this little fly attacking me. There's, there's something you put a lot of time into, but you didn't get what it was that you expected from this. Okay, so it puts you in a place where it's just like, wow, this didn't work out. You're being very clear with saying what's on your mind. It was something where you could have tried to ignore warning signs here, and there's a secret that comes out. But y'all are, you're not killing anybody. I'm proud of you guys, okay? Because I know when I get angry, I kind of just have to shut myself up, out so the world doesn't judge me for how crazy I am in that moment. Now, the next card we have is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? So with this being in the past, something that there just wasn't an equal effort. There's this imbalance here. If this was a job, maybe you were doing 60 hours a week, but they weren't paying you overtime, all right? So there's that imbalance. Maybe it's someone that you went above and beyond to help them with something, but you asked them for the smallest favor, and they're like, yeah, no, sorry, I have a game to watch that day. So it's just something that it wasn't being reciprocated. You weren't balanced with this. And we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you're realizing that. Because before, with the High Priestess being in the reverse, with the first cards here, there's something that you guys may have been trying to avoid, or maybe you're trying to give a situation the benefit of the doubt. But here, it's just like, no, I'm seeing clearly that there's no balance here. Okay, so with the Empress card in the reverse, you let it go. And with the Three of Swords in the reverse, either you forgive the person off bat, or you're just suppressing some pain that you feel. But by the fact that you let this go, it puts you in an area where you can build. And I tell you guys all the time, if we have something or someone in our life that's causing us to be unhappy, that's, putting poison in our life, we don't get to, allocate where this is going to go. If you have a shitty person in your life, it's going to affect your work. It's going to affect your friendships. It's going to affect your relationship with family. It's going to affect everything, okay? Just like when you're losing weight, you can't just lose weight on your stomach. It has to be all over. It has to be all around the body. So the last card that we have here is the Devil card. So the Devil card is just being in bad habits. This could be addictions. This could be when there's too much of something. And that something doesn't even necessarily have to be a bad thing. Okay, so it's okay to have a beer. If you want to smoke your blunt on the weekend, that's fine. But if you're smoking 10 blunts a day and you can't function and you're watching, Netflix and you ate everything in your kitchen, not a good thing. If you have 10 beers and now you can't get yourself home, not a good thing. So just something toxic, something that was just being overdone. All right, and with the Strength card in the reverse, this is something that was debilitating you. This is something that wasn't, allowing you to be who you could fully be. But bam, it's something that you had to leave in the past. All right, so there was a rejection here. So either you rejected someone rejected you, but because you reject this, you take off. You get your power back. So there's just someone who temporarily might have had the ability to throw you guys off, but I just don't see them sticking around too long. Now, in the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Ace of Pentacles. So with this card, a new beginning that's coming in. It could be a new financial start. It could be a new friendship. Just something new, okay? But with the Pentacle energy in general, it's going to be something that you slowly get into, that you really want to build a strong foundation, that you truly want to get to know a person or a job, whatever it is that you're taking on. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is longevity. So this is something that really has the ability to, or the potential rather, to stay in your life for a long while, okay? You have the Ten of Swords. So there was a harsh ending that had to happen in order for a new beginning to start. Okay, maybe it was rash, maybe it was sudden, but you guys guard yourself from something which enables you to go into a new start. All right, you're just fed up. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you're not going to take it anymore. But guess what? You made the best call. You have the Judgment card. This is resonating a lot for me, by the way, so that's funny. So let's see what's going on. We have the Justice card in the reverse. So there could have been an injustice here, something that you felt wasn't fair, something that you felt wasn't right. And you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you're just moving on from this. You've thought about it logically. How does this affect me? Do I want it in my life? And you're deciding that you don't. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups, where there's going to be a new beginning for you that's so emotionally fulfilling, but it involves turning your back on something. Okay, and it's going to be something that makes you happy. And this, guys, it doesn't have to be a person. This could be a bad habit. This could be, maybe you were watching a TV show too much and you started being that character. That's why I can't watch crazy shows for too long, because I'll turn into that character. Like, I feel like I could be the head of, like, a Coke cartel and just, like, take that shit over. So I got to stop watching my novellas, So let's keep it moving, guys. The next card that you have is the King of Swords in the reverse. So this is going to be an energy of a person that is very, I don't want to say, they're going to be very selfish. They're going to be concerned about themselves and doing what they feel is going to be right for themselves. They're not necessarily thinking about anyone else. So, this comes about in two ways. Maybe you are at a point where you've just been pushed too far. And I'll say, you know what? No, this is about me and me only. I'm not fucking with you anymore. Or it could be the type of situation where somebody's just deciding to be malicious just because they feel that's the best thing to do. They weren't necessarily pushed towards it. All right, and you have the Lovers card. So it could be a lot of arguing with the person. Could be a fallout within a relationship or someone that you're close to. Okay, but you have the Ten of Pentacles. So things are still going well for you guys. I feel like whatever it is that you have to reject or turn your back on, it's just, it might give you some trouble. Maybe it'll give you some sort of backlash, but you'll be moving on from it. So you're rejecting an energy in your life that was just too crazy, that was just too unstable, and you can't do it. And because you're strong enough to say, this is not good for me, this is what you get. you get the Star card. So you get wish fulfillment. Whatever you wanted to work on in life, whatever you wanted to build on in life, you're getting that. And you're releasing a heavy burden from your life at the same time. Okay? But, you know, be real with people. Don't be afraid to tell people how you're feeling or how they affect you. Okay? Moving forward, the first card that we have is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone that becomes very guarded towards something that is not working for them. All right, so let's see why this card is here. We have the King of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So maybe some of you are dealing with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But there can definitely be a lot of arguing with this person. Okay, and you have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So in this case, there could be someone reckless that you're kind of accepting an offer from and trying to reconcile with this person in a way, or mend things that could have been broken with this person or situation. But for, I feel like it's 50-50. For the other 50% of you guys, I just feel like it's something where someone was being too much of a leech and you just didn't want to deal with it. And I mean, the thing with Taurus is, when a Taurus drops a person, like, I have people complain to me, like, oh, you know, this Taurus broke up with me. I'd be like, well, you probably put them through a shitload of stuff, because Taurus is, like, we stay longer than we should. So it could definitely be that situation where it's just like, you know, you couldn't deal with it. I said, you know what, I tried. I would have been there. I would have rode for you, but it's not working. All right? And all of this can be vice versa. So maybe it's the cross watcher that's feeling like that because of the Taurus person. I want to sit here and say that we're all good people, but I know some pretty evil Tauruses. So I have to, you know, I have to show both sides of this. So the next card, guys, that we have for the future is the Fool card. So there's something completely new you're going into. This is unmarked territory. This is something that has not happened before. Okay, we have the Emperor in the reverse. Be careful, because there could be someone fake and dishonest around you. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a new start here that you're looking about getting into, but someone is just being fake and dishonest. It's something that you guys are going to see as a waste of time or effort. With the Emperor in the reverse, this could also be that there's something that you guys are so sure that you know exactly the way to do it, but you don't accept help from anyone. Like, people can't tell you shit, and because you don't accept the help, it doesn't work. All right, so in the future, you have to put your pride to the side, and you have to keep your intuition open. If you feel like you're doing something wrong, or if you feel like a person isn't being 100%, you got to let it go, okay? Because it's just going to cause a lot of conflict. Something that you're going to have to move away from and fully just close out. Now, the last card here is victory. All right, so we have the Six of Wands, where you guys are feeling very good about something. It could also be a card about pride, though, as well. We have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is something that you have victory in letting it go or walking away from whatever this was. But I just feel like it's something that messes with you. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a mental struggle for the Taurian, where it puts you in a place where you did the right thing, but it's like, okay, well, I did that, but what now? What direction do I go in? You know, what happens at this point? And it's probably because there's some sort of pain that you're suppressing. There's something that you're not over, but there is a new start that comes in. You have the Ace of Wands and the Sun card. So this is going to lead you to something really, really amazing. But I feel like there's just something that you guys are going to be tested with right before this comes in. And the universe is going to do that. Anytime there's something good that's going to come into your life, the universe will test you to see if you're ready. Okay? So make sure that you're passing this test. Make sure that you're not giving into temptations that have, you know, put you down a wrong path in the past. All right, guys, so I'm going to get 3 cards of advice. I know I usually do the Earth Magic Oracle cards, but I've been wanting to switch things up because I've been getting bored with it. So let's see what the deck advises for Taurians. All right, let's get 3 cards of advice for the sign of Taurus for June 2018. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Lover's card. Okay. So I mean, this is going to be really beautiful, guys, because there's something that you're kind of battling with right now where you're having a very difficult decision. Should this stay in my life? Should this go in my life? But there's something that you've been making bad judgment with, or maybe someone that you shouldn't have around you. And that has yet to be closed out for a lot of you. Okay. But once you do close this out, you're going to find a lot of balance. It's just, I feel like this has you like, shit, what do I do? You're between a rock and a hard place. But once you're able to make that difficult decision, you guys have something coming into your life at a time where you have complete clarity that it's going to feel like it's coming out of nowhere. All right. So this is going to be a good surprise that you get with, with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Any sense of loss or rejection that you feel or that you put on somebody else is going to subside, and you're going to be really, really happy. With the Ten of Cups, this is that ultimate card of happiness. All right. So yes, there's going to be indecision, but once you allow yourself to get there, you have the Two of Cups. So this could be you falling more in love with yourself, finding who you are as a person. It could be you finding a job that really, truly resonates with your soul. This could be you finding a lover, a soulmate. And soulmates don't always have to be, someone that we're intimate with. A friend can be a soulmate. And that's something that I feel like the world is lacking nowadays. But we have the Lover's card. So once you make this tough decision, you'll be able to move in a better direction. Let's see why this Two of Swords is in the reverse here. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone that you guys have to stop talking to. Stop working on things with them. All right. You have the King of Cups. So some of you could be coming into a strong union with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But this is going to be something that makes you feel very powerful. Okay, whether it's a friend, a lover, a father, a sister, whoever this is, something that's really going to make you feel emotionally secure within yourself, and that I see you being good for you guys to be around. But again, just stand your ground. Take on the energy of the Emperor, who's going to make those tough decisions. The Emperor is going to think with his mind or her mind, not, the heart. But yeah, you just have to come out of a place where you guys were unhappy or dissatisfied with something. And with the Hierophant, this is a confirmation card. This is the universe literally dipping its hand into our lives and saying, look, this was meant to just be thrown out of your life. You're on the right path. You're going onto a higher purpose right now. Okay? It's time to work. For a lot of you, for those Tauruses that are super into just their spirituality, tarot, whatever you guys feel spirituality is to you, I see a very strong development coming in for you as well, because you have the High Priestess and you have the Hierophant. So if you guys have been looking at getting into light work, this would definitely be a good month to do it as well, because with the High Priestess, think of that as our connection to us and the universe. And then with the Hierophant, think of that as like the middle way. Think of that as the middleman, the teacher, the person who understands things higher than other people may, and they kind of they put it in understandable terms for people who might be less evolved in a spiritual way. So if this is a field that you guys have been thinking about getting into, just anything, it could be developing psychic abilities or developing intuitive abilities or reading palms, whatever, makes you happy. This would definitely be a good time, to get into this. But yeah, guys, usually when I do readings, they don't necessarily resonate with me because I don't think about myself when I do these. But yeah, I myself experienced this. Actually, it just happened. So that's why I'm just like, that's crazy. Where, and this hasn't happened in a while. And I'm going to get a little personal with you guys because I know that you're going to understand my mindset with things. But my thing right now, especially just being a person that works from home so much, is I don't want forced, interactions. I don't want people around me that I don't particularly like. So that's something that I've kind of been battling with because I'm just like, well, I'm not really out much. And I've been thinking about getting another job, but I don't really like working for anyone either. So it's like me trying to figure out that dilemma. So I had someone that I was like kind of on the fence about, like, do I want to chill with this person? And when you do light work, when you are the type of person that is just naturally very helpful, you're going to have two types of people drawn to you. You're going to have people that are light workers as well, that have this light energy that you're going to feel very abundant with them. And then you're going to have someone that sees that energy and they want to just soak you in like a sponge, but you're left being drained. So it's funny because within the same week, I had two of those people presented to me. One that I know is going, is an amazing person. Another that just needed to take my light. So, literally every Sunday I always have, my family time. I barbecue with the family. I just chill with my son and all that. But I woke up and I just felt like shit. And I couldn't put anything on it. Like, I didn't want to look at my phone. I didn't want to look at emails. Like, you could have sent me an email cursing me out. I would have not seen it. Like, I wasn't bothered by anything or anybody. But I woke up and I'm just like, no, something needs to change. My life is at a place where it needs to change because I feel like I used to be so on point with certain things in my life with fitness. I'm a personal trainer. I know you guys might not see it because literally in the last 6 months, I gained 30 pounds. And it's because I was eating good and I was being loved very well. And I wanted the finer things in life. So I was eating everything. So that was something I was struggling with. I was like, okay, one, I need to get back to beast mode because I'm a fucking beast when it comes to, fitness. And I will say that very proudly, 5 years strong. 2, I need good people around me. 3, I need to stop doing things that are going to make shitty people kind of come towards me. I don't mind doing certain things, but I need people to meet me halfway. So, going back to me waking up, I didn't want to be around anybody. So I get up and I spent 9 to 10 hours straight cleaning the shit out of my house. I am not a person who likes to clean. I'm the type of person that hires people to clean for me because it's just not something I enjoy doing. For some people, it's therapeutic. For me, it's just I'd rather watch Netflix and eat pizza. So I did that, and I finally sit down at the end of the day, and there's something within me that knew that there was going to be a big shift, that there was going to be a big change. I just felt like I could breathe again. Okay? And I saged the house, and I'm like, you know what? Anybody that I've been unsure about or kind of rocky about, they will not enter this house ever again. Anything that's been stressing me will not stress me again. I woke up super early the next morning. I got my workout in. I'm having my portioned meals. I feel good, guys. I feel really, really good. So when you feel like you're in a place where a lot of shit is hitting you, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror. Because we can get so lost and not even realize that we're getting lost. So that's why I'm telling you guys that. Because there's a tough decision of something that you have to drop. But beautiful things happen once you're able to realize that. And once you're able to put yourself in check. And Taurus is my loves. I love you guys so much. But you all know you're stubborn as fuck. Don't lie to me. You can't be told shit. So if people can't tell you you're fucking up, you have to be able to tell yourself that you're fucking up. Okay? And if you guys have friends that are very honest with you and that tell you how it is at all times, try not to get so upset with them because I know that we don't like being told what to do as people. That's kind of our shadow aspect. But if you have that, guys, that is beautiful. As long as they're saying it in an encouraging way where they're just you did this and I just don't think that's the best thing for you. I feel like, you're selling yourself short and I see so much potential in you. If they're talking to you like that, then that's something that money can't buy. Okay, so if you have people like that, keep them close. If you have things or people or jobs that you're unsure about, you have to let it go. And beautiful things come when you take that leap. Okay, I moved to Florida 2-3 years ago, and my dad kept telling me, bitch, you're broke as fuck. You need to get out and you need to work. And I'm like, I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to get paid $7 an hour. The cost of living is really low out here, so people expect you to be a slave. They want you to work, 60 hours a week for nothing. So I'm just like, nah, Dad, I just feel like I'm onto something, And then that's when I became head over heels fascinated in tarot. And within 2-3 months, I got my own place. I got a new car, brand new off the lot. You guys have to listen to yourself. And like I said, I'm sorry I'm ranting so much, but I need this and I feel like maybe someone will benefit. But I feel that if you just, in the next few years, there's going to be a lot happening for us. So if there's something that you want to build on, and if you feel like there's any energies that are holding you back, don't let it. Be able to be strong enough to cut off what's not working for you so that you can go towards something that is going to feed you, that is going to nourish you, people that truly care about you. All right? So no more fake friends, guys. No more fake, attitudes. If a person's in your life, say, if I didn't have any of this, would you still be in my life? Because I know there's people that they're like, ah, she's doing good, so let me stay close. I'm not here to fucking feed you. I'm sorry. So it has to get to that point, you know? Guys, I love you so much. I will be back with some love readings next. But squad up. Take care.